Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show I Am Possible. I'm very excited to invite my dear friend today, Preeti, who actually has been in high tech industry. She has been in the industry for more than 20 years. She was a tech lead in 500 Fortune companies like Gillette. She also started her recruiting company, an IT recruiting company that in a very short time became the top of New England. I'm so excited to actually invite her. Preeti Munjal, welcome.
Thank you, Shefali. It's such a pleasure to see you
It's
here.
it's a pleasure to have you, Preeti, and I'm so excited to talk about your journey here today. I have known you recently, but I feel like I know you from a long time, and I'm so excited to highlight what you've done and your role in the community. So let me start with the question. Tell me a little bit about your journey from India to US and about your family and how you came here.
Thank you, Shefali. Um, I came here being single to do my master's in computer science. And I had my two older siblings. My sisters already settled here. And my parents felt very comfortable sending me here to get educated for higher studies. And I finished my computer science master's in less than a year and a half. And soon after that, I got hired by General Electric into their IT team. And in a very short span of time, I became the IT head of one of their project lead teams. I worked with GE for a few years and then joined Gillette as their IT head for one of their divisions. And I was enjoying hiring many professionals. And at the same time, I felt why not switch roles and join or make a field that I could be more successful in. And I started my own high tech recruitment company. Initially, I was told this was not something for a brown woman, but I was very fortunate with my technology, with my education. I have an MBA as well. With my management and technical degree, I was able to uh, help out the top industries in the area and fine tune their needs. And I was very fortunate to become one of the top recruitment companies in the New England area.
This is such an impressive story and really excited to hear what you've accomplished and
Thank
where
you.
you are. So, the show is very important for this platform because what we highlight here is I Am Possible, which basically talks about how people work hard from where they are and reach this position. And it's not without struggle. People always say that you can reach the top, but it takes a lot of effort to reach there. Tell me a little bit about some of the examples of the struggles that you had. You just mentioned something about brown women that I also go through, we all go through. Tell me a little bit about some examples about what you have really, done to achieve here.
Shifali, as you very well know, after a point of time, it's your knowledge, your confidence, and your capability that stands out. The skin color or you being a woman, after a point of time, just gets wiped out. And once you perform and show the results, there's no one stopping you. Yes, we work harder initially to prove ourselves, but once you've gotten there, I think sky's the limit and nobody can
Absolutely.
stop you.
Absolutely, very well said. I mean, sky is the limit if you really work hard. Uh, Tell me a little bit about your family, about what your lovely husband, your daughter. Tell me a little bit about that.
I met my husband, Manoj Munjal, here in school. We were dating while we were studying, and actually, we got married even before we
Wow.
had our jobs.
Oh, wow.
So it was definitely very young love, which today, even today, I'm smiling with happiness and no regrets whatsoever. He's a wonderful husband and an amazing father to our daughter, Niharika, who is right now a sophomore at Boston University. She's also a very accomplished young girl who has received many awards, is very motivated, and is also always having the desire to do well in life.
Yeah, that is so. I'm so impressed. So, how did
Thank
you
you.
yeah, how did you balance your your professional life with this with the family life, and I know you also are very active in the community, helping a lot of people. So, tell me a little bit about your role in the community, in Indian community in New England.
Sure. Actually, my husband and has been very helpful throughout my journey, and I can't thank him enough. And he actually was also single when he came here. He had a whole, he is very social as well and had an amazing group of friends. So did I. And I was also interacting with a lot of family and friends of my sisters who were here local. And my other sister was in Newport. My oldest sister now ended up being the US diplomat, and she
That's good.
represented US in Japan, Serbia, Belgrade, Kenya, and other places. And she was among the very, very senior US official delegates. And my other sister here also was a very accomplished in her field. And I have two sisters back home in India who are also very highly accomplished. One is in the hotel industry. She was the general manager of ITDC group of hotels. And my other sister is a chief fashion designer and has worked in amazing fashion designers of the Bollywood industry and elsewhere. And they're all married to very highly professional uh, spouses who are amazing as family. My father said he has five girls and he will make sure that these are his five stars and nobody will tell him, do you have any regrets
Oh
not having
wow.
a son? These
Yeah.
are his sons that he
No,
really
I
has
mean
always been very proud of.
I want to dig on that because I have another girl sibling, and growing up in India, it always was not really a challenge, but always a question about not having a boy, and I have two girls myself. So tell me a little bit about something that you felt in India where you were actually initially told that maybe this is not really a right thing for girls, or girls cannot do that, and here you are so accomplished, and your whole sibling sisters so accomplished. Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. Actually, when I was leaving India, one of our very dear uncles told my father, you are making a big mistake of sending your daughter single to US.
Yes.
Wait and see. She will come back with a blonde guy with all wrong habits. And that day I vowed to my father that whatever uncle is saying, I will prove him wrong. My
Yes.
husband is Indian from a very well raised, very respectful family from India.
Yes.
And I have no bad habits. And as a promise to my father, I have not touched a drop of alcohol or smoked a cigarette till today, and don't plan to do it either. Just as a respect to my dad.
That's
And
very good to hear.
that's what I continue to follow.
Yeah, that
There
is
have
really
been challenges, yes, being alone here, coming back, but I had full support of my two sisters who completely took over the role of my parents, guided me through. We got married here at the Sheraton Tara Hotel. We had over 400 people at our wedding, and we were blessed to have both the sides of the family. My husband's family is all here. They're both, his brother and sister are very well accomplished physicians, married to physicians, and his father studied here at Michigan. And my family is pretty much here, very well settled, and has been a great journey throughout.
that is so amazing story. I mean, I am really impressed with your accomplishments and your
Thank
family.
you.
This is really a pleasure to have you. Tell me a little bit more about your work in community. I know that you're
Sure.
well respected in the in New England community. Tell me a little bit more. What do you do, and how you've been connected to New England community?
We have been very fortunate, my husband and I. We have very good friends, and this friendship has lasted for more than 30 years. We have a great group of well accomplished friends. Some of them have been through linked to us professionally, some just personally. And over a period of time, if you are always there selflessly uh, having friends, People know who we are, and what we do. And we are never there to use anybody. Eventually, people know us. We are very humble, and we try to stay that way. If we do any help to anybody, we don't have to go bragging about it. People see our deeds. We are very active with a lot of communities here. We've done a lot of philanthropy that I don't need to discuss and share about. But in the bottom line, we are very fortunate to have a very good group of friends, and they enjoy being with us. We enjoy being with them in whatever way. And these are all well placed professionals. If they need any help, we are always there for them. If we need any support system, we are there for each other. And if your heart is clean and pure, I think there is no one who will hold you back from your great friendships.
I completely agree. I think the main point is just being true to yourself and to your work.
And all these friendships that we've had is selfless. If we have been able to help anybody, there's always room to help people. But that doesn't take away anything from us. My husband and I always believe in whatever way we can help anybody. We've been there, and we know there are so many people around who can vouch for that. We've never meant to harm or hurt anybody. And eventually that shows. And that's why people like to be our friends.
No, absolutely. I think the importance is doing truly and honestly and trying to help the community. I think at the end of the day, we're all away from here, from India, and have established our bases here, worked hard. Each of us have worked hard to reach where
I
we
have
are.
seen I've seen that, Shefali. You work very hard too. And you are extremely
Thank you.
passionate about this community, just like me. And that's why, even though we met initially for a very short period of time, but I thought you were that true person who was
Thank
out there for a very passionate cause. And that's why I really felt motivated to help you for this great cause that you are very passionate about. And I'm looking forward to working with you as a friend, as a partner. And I would more say, like, I want you to be leading the show, and I'm there to help you.
No, I think at the end of the day, we are all here to help each other. I think for our main goal or my goal, and even our platform that Rashmi and Janak has actually made is to ensure that we can help the community and stand out. And my goal would be trying to ensure that we can help each other and work collaboratively. Because at the end of the day, we're all here away from home, and we are here together, and we have to stand together, united. I want to highlight that today. That's an example I feel very proud of today, where people maybe are talking or not talking in India. Where we had this complete shutdown, and at 5 o'clock, people actually clapped for all the health workers for what awesome work they have done. And I think as a physician, I really want to highlight that is very important because these people, the health professionals and other workers as well, other unknown heroes, they could risk their life outside in this coronavirus environment, and it's very important to acknowledge that, to say thank you, and I really feel proud to be part of that network. And so I'm very, first of all, I'm very proud to be an Indian, actually, that everybody did that, majority of the people. So great
So
moment for
true.
me.
And I'm here to fully help you in this collaboration, in the support, in the mission that you have. You have my wholehearted support. Selflessly, I'm willing to help you in whatever way you want me to help you, because it's a great cause, a great mission, and we are all as a community here to support that passion of yours.
Yeah, my passion is, of course, cancer awareness, as you know, being an
Yeah.
oncologist. So that's what I would like to do. So let me go back to the main motto, I am possible. So this really talks about how women or men who actually struggle and reach where they are. And we talked about some of the struggles that you had and reached there. Give me an example of one struggle when you came here and you had to go through in order to ensure, and you went through, and then a message for all the young ones, all the people who are trying to reach that. What would you like to tell them?
Never give up. always believe in I can, I will, and I must. I have seen that initially people will try to pull you down, people will try to hold you back. But if you are motivated, if you are confident, and if you are smart, nobody can hold you back. Keep fighting till you get it. And eventually, everybody ends up accepting you that yes, you are successful, you are winner, and you can do it. So
And
don't
tell
let
me,
anybody put you down. Yes,
yeah,
if you have a mission, go for it. You will succeed. If there's a will, there is always a way.
how does it feel coming from here and accomplishing so much? What is your feeling right now? Like, I see you as one of the accomplished person for I Am Possible show. How do you feel?
I feel great, but I still feel that I still have a lot to offer. I still can do a lot more. And every single day, if I can do one more extra bit, I feel much better than the previous day. And I always believe in sharing knowledge. I always think if I can help somebody, it is one drop in the ocean that I have accomplished because I do love to see people succeed. There's room for everyone to expand, be successful, and achieve. I tell that to my daughter. I tell that to my friends. I tell that to my family. Don't give up. Keep fighting for things. Keep working hard. Stay motivated. Stay dedicated. You will succeed. I have been very fortunate. I always believe along with hard work is good luck. Yes, I have been blessed. God has been extremely kind. But then again, my husband says, your hell and heaven is all here. It's all dependent on your deeds. Keep doing the right things. God will take care of you.
And okay, so tell me a little bit about your tech company that you started. A little bit about that, and what in the tech world you accomplished.
I was, again, initially, I was doing a lot of hiring when I was the head of IT at Gillette headquarters at the Prudential Towers. And when I decided to move around the table and start placing people, I felt that most of the recruiters in the industry today were not as technical or didn't have a management degree as I did. So, with those two degrees, both master's degrees, I thought I can provide so much more help and focus on the needs of the management, what they're looking for rather than wasting time. If my company sent two resumes, one of the two got hired. Unlike many other companies that send 50, 60, 70 resumes and maybe even one did not get hired. Eventually, the word got around, and we used to have big career fairs at the Burlington Marriott, Boston hotels. And I used to go to the job fairs. We used to have a long line in front of my company's booth. And eventually, it was interesting. Many of the other company HR people would come and say, Preeti, they are all there for you. Here are my jobs. Why don't you just help us fill up? Because nobody's coming to our booth. That's
Mhm.
again because of our reputation and because of our hard work. And the team that I hired in my office was all either masters or PhDs, all technical. I hired a cream technical management staff that were able to screen the professionals very well. And eventually, the companies that were hiring our services were very pleased that we were able to solve their problems and give them the right people in a very short span of time. Eventually, I got all the jobs of companies like Fidelity Investments, Dell Networks, Hewlett Packard, Bay Networks, Raytheon. I was their exclusive placement company.
Okay. So before we leave, I would like you to give a message to the New England community and all the viewers around. What would you like to say? Couple of words.
I would say when you want something, the very name of your show, I Am Possible. Absolutely, everything is possible. Work hard, be truthful, be loyal, and do not try to have any negative thoughts. If you keep going positively towards your mission, nobody can stop you. Just keep working hard. and keep your deeds clean of any, uh, I would say, negativity. Don't, just go out there, help everybody in whatever way that you can. Share your knowledge, share whatever you can, and God sees your deeds and you will be rewarded. I am possible. Everything is possible. Just do the right thing.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I want to, before I leave, I want to tell people keep your social distancing. Coronavirus is an important thing. Please make sure that you actually stay safe, stay in the house. It's important to keep that distancing, take care of your family, be safe. And I am really thankful to Rashmi and Janak for this show. And thank you, Preeti Munjal. Really a pleasure to talk to you tonight.
Thank you. Same here. Thank you, Shefali. It was great talking to you. And thank you, Rashmi and Janak, for giving me this platform to talk. Again, everybody stay safe and stay indoors till this whole pandemic gets
And we,
over.
and we will get through this. So thank you. Bye bye. Good
Absolutely.
night.
We are
Good
together.
night. Bye.
Thank you.